And what is a simile, and how is it different than a metaphor? So the definition of a simile is that a simile is a comparison of two different things, two different people, two different objects, you name it, using the word like or the word as. And we'll get into examples in a second, but basically a simile creates a deeper meaning through that comparison. And a writer will use a simile to help the reader visualize that deeper meaning. Okay, so let's move on to the examples. So some of the more popular examples of similes are: he was as strong as an ox. She was as sweet as sugar. The suit fits like a glove. The kitten was as courageous as a lion. And the puppy slept like a log. So as you can see in all 5 examples, the word as or like is used, and that's key to using a simile. So let's talk about the deeper meanings when you use a simile. So given the examples that we just went through, we're going to see how when we read the sentence without the simile, it doesn't have the same impact or the same deeper meaning as it does when you do use the simile. So, for example, the first one says, he was as strong as an ox. And if we just said he was strong, we don't have real context around that. But when we say he was as strong as an ox, we immediately visualize an ox being very strong, and we correlate that with the person that we're talking about when we say he was as strong as an ox. So it really gives a deeper meaning. The simile gives a deeper meaning to the sentence when you have that comparison. And you can see the other 4 examples here. She was as sweet as sugar. If we just said she was sweet, okay, that's fine. But when we say as sweet as sugar, we immediately get the visualization of sugar, and we correlate that with being very sweet. Moving on to the next slide, the difference between a simile and a metaphor. So basically a simile and a metaphor are similar in that they are both comparisons, but the key difference is that a simile uses the word like or the word as, where the metaphor is not going to use the word like or as. So that's basically the simplest way to think of the difference between a simile and a metaphor. Just remember that the simile uses like or as, and the metaphor does not. Okay, so now that we've discussed similes, I wanted to take a minute and just talk about a book that I've written called How to Write a Short Story. If you're interested in taking the concepts that you've learned from this YouTube channel and bringing them into writing your own short story, then this book is a clear and easy way to understand the structure necessary when developing a short story. So specifically in this book, you'll learn how to use story structure to write compelling stories that readers love. You'll learn how to construct a story world featuring a dynamic main character. You'll learn how to creatively write a story that connects to the core of your reading audience. And you'll learn how to bring all of these story elements together to deliver a short story that amazes and inspires your readers. So if you're interested, I've put a link in the description of this YouTube video. Feel free to click on that and check it out. And with that, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for more updates. Make sure you tap the thumbs up, like button, and share this video with your friends. So with that, thanks again and have a nice day.